Hello everyone, this is Scott with the Scott Spot, where we school around with education. I'm Scott Shirley, slowly but surely, and you can call me Shirley, with some ideas, insights, and suggestions for helping both teachers and administrators with the evaluation process. Today we're talking about preponderance of evidence. What is preponderance of evidence when it comes to our evaluations? Let me give you a quick example of that. There is a story of a certain principal who, after having a formal evaluation, one of the students followed this principal out into the hallway and said, "We love it when you come in for evaluations because our class is always great when you come." The idea is that it is not a dog and pony show. Anybody can dress up for a dog and pony show, but that is not what the word preponderance means. The word preponderance means there is a greater than 50% chance that the evidence collected is true. So what does that mean? That means that we not only collect evidence from the classroom during the evaluation, but we also look at informal visits, walkthroughs, conversations, parent comments, history, etc., etc. What we want to know is what goes on in that classroom the majority of the time, not just during the evaluation. Is it a question of having an everyday dog and pony show every day? Well, not so much, but it's more like a rising tide raises all ships. What do I mean by that? As you increase your ability and your skill in teaching, that automatically raises the level of your performance in all the elements of the evaluation. The idea in mind here is to constantly be perfecting your craft, getting better and better. So what we want to know through the evaluation process is, what is the classroom like more than 50% of the time? We look for the preponderance of evidence. It is how you operate as an educator more than 50% of the time. No basketball player in the history of the NBA has ever averaged 100% from the foul line. There are instances where teachers have stated that because they have been in the district for many years, they expect to receive a distinguished rating on every element of the evaluation form. Let's unpack that a bit. What do we mean by that? Well, Karl Malone holds the record for the most free throw attempts scored in a year, which is 9,787 points scored. Those are the ones he scored. He also holds the record for the most attempts, which is 13,188. He is a Hall of Fame player, but could you imagine him going up to shoot a foul shot and saying, "Come on, guys, you know who I am. I don't need to shoot the ball. Just add another point to the total and let's get on with the game." Stephen Curry holds the lead for the best free throw percentage in NBA history with 90.69% from the free throw line, almost 91%. In other words, when he goes to the line, he has a better than 90% chance of scoring. The preponderance of evidence says there is a little over 9% chance that he'll miss. Is anyone going to give him the benefit of the doubt by not requiring him to shoot? You still have to shoot. Unlike basketball, golf has a thing called a gimme. That's where the putt is so short, it is deemed unmissable. So they pick up the ball and count it as being a hold ball. You know, that doesn't work in basketball, football, or any other sport I can think of. It especially doesn't apply to the evaluation process. A gimme in teaching leads to no learning benefit for children, and that's what we're all about. Having said that, some days are better than others. I've seen some basketball players get hot and go on a run where virtually everything they threw at the rim went in. That's amazing to watch, but it is not something that is done more than 50% of the time, obviously. In like manner, I've seen teachers have a day when the putts don't drop. Over the course of my years as an evaluator, I've seen this happen a few times. In each case, because the preponderance of evidence I had seen from those teachers throughout the school year had been so good, we agreed together to declare what's called a mulligan in golfing, which is a term for a do-over or second try. Although it is against the formal rules of golf, it has been determined as okay in an informal round of golf, but not in professional play. Whether or not you'll be granted a mulligan during your formal evaluation will depend on a conversation between you and your evaluator. Again, the number of mulligans I personally granted over several decades could be counted on one hand. The goal of the evaluation is not to do what we've talked about before, a getcha gotcha, rather to show what happens in a particular classroom more than 50% of the time. So if you want to increase your overall skill and you want to help children, which is the ultimate goal of everything that we do, then we have all these training videos available. But not only that, you have skilled teachers in your building who you can visit with as you polish and perfect your craft. You can visit with your building principal. Watch these videos. There's lots of training available. At in-service, look for classes that will help you be a better teacher. So there is so much help out there. All you have to do is reach out and let us help you in your quest to help children learn more effectively. I'm Scott Shirley, Madison School District. Bye now.